Alright, hey guys, so I'm just going to do about a quick 10-15 minute flow using some blocks. So for this one, dense blocks or cork blocks would be a great idea. You can get them on Amazon, a lot of the yoga wholesale websites. Sometimes you can find them at like TJ Maxx or single blocks, maybe at Target or Walmart. You have to buy two. We're going to start just by sitting on one. So I'm just going to place it down. This is baby height. This is mama height. This is papa height. So just baby. If you need two and you have tight hips, you can sit right on two. But I'm just going to sit right down on the block. Crisscross my ankles. Allow my knees to fall. Inhale, roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Draw them back on the exhale and down. Just rooting. Allowing the knees to just hang. Just taking a couple deep breaths in and out. On the inhale, really focus on reaching up through the crown, lengthening the spine. And on the exhale, I want you to imagine there's a string from hip bone to hip bone, pulling together, tightening and corseting your lower belly. Now keep that little tension. You should feel it right under your navel. Take another inhale. And exhale, tightening it in. Good. Next inhale, open your eyes and just sweep your arms right up overhead. We're going to interlace our fingers, flip our palms right towards the ceiling. Inhale, breathe. Open the chest, look up. And on the exhale, just pull the hands straight out in front of you. Tuck the chin, stretch the upper back, belly in. Inhale. This is your cow. And then exhale. This is just a cat position. Good. And then inhale, sweep back up. Release the bind. And then just begin to lower right hand to left knee. Gentle twist. Maybe touching fingertips towards the ground. Maybe just holding your back or pressing gently right on your low back. Inhale, back up to center, and just switch to the other side. Again, if you reach the floor, the block, the hip, or press your palm right, low back, bottom of the lumbar. Good, and then inhale, back up. We're just going to release our feet, step up, and then step right onto the block. So just taking a little ragdoll variation right here on the block, really softening the legs. So it depends on the block width. Your heels might hang or your toes might hang. Now if you find that your toes hang, it might be a little more comfortable in the fold, especially if you have tight hamstrings. If you walk your toes back and allow your heels to drape a little, you're going to feel way more of a stretch up into the bottom, top of the hamstrings where they connect. Good, and then from here, just root your feet where you feel nice and comfortable. Place your right palm on your right shin, bend softly into the right knee, and then pull the left hand either to the hip or up to the ceiling if you feel comfortable and stable. Pressing this left hip back, staying soft in the right. And then lower down and switch sides. So left hand, left shin, bend the knee. Press that right hip back. You should feel some tension build right up in the deep glute. And then pick where you want to twist. Hand all the way up or towards hip. And then back to center. Good. From here, we're going to soften really deep and ground our hands down. Keep our left foot where it is and step our right foot back. So we're just coming into a nice supported lunge. You can walk your hands back once you're here. So I don't want you to drop your knee though. I want you to keep your leg really active. Press the heel back, stretching into the front of the hip flexor, and then drive this left hip back. If it feels okay to ground the right hand, press into the left knee, taking a twist, and then coming back down. I'm videoing, I'll be done in a minute.
Okay. I have to leave.
Okay, why?
Dad wants to take me to go get my haircut.
Oh, okay. And then we're going to inhale, step forward up to the block, place the right foot, and step the left foot back. So I'm filming at home, obviously. My son just came in. All right, so from this side, we're going to stretch the left hip flexor really down. Keep the root of the heel back. Okay, and then you can take that twist if you want, pressing down on the knee. Keep plugging your right hip backwards. Good, and then this time we're going to ground the hands, lift the foot, step back into our down dog position. So we're just keeping our hands around the block. So you might find that this feels like a normal, comfortable down dog for your arms. It might feel a little more narrow for you. Sometimes we splay our hands by accident and open our shoulders. Good, and just inhale, heels up. Exhale, release them. We're just stretching the back of the legs equally now that we've done those lunges. And then inhale up. and exhale down. And then next inhale, I just want you to look at your block and flip it up to that mama height. So we're going to roll out into our high plank and lower into a chaturanga, allowing the block to rest on our sternum. So we're going to inhale, roll forward. On the exhale, bend into the elbows. See where the block hits, pauses you there. Then you can lower your knees and press right back. And do the same thing a couple times. This takes some of the weight out of your triceps, but it helps you see more of a height depth that we want our elbows to hug in. Shoulder head stay up above the elbows. Drop the knees one more time. Okay, inhale, roll out. Exhale, chaturanga, resting lightly, and then press back. So then you can remove the block, press right back up into your down dog, and do a couple little vinyasa rollouts that way, and see if you can maintain the same height in the elbows and the triceps. Pausing at the ribs, drop the knees, press back. So it's going to build up some fire in your triceps. Forward, bend, and press back. Okay, moving on, we're going to use the block to start opening a cat back and work on stepping our foot forward. So we do this a lot in vinyasa, a very careful step to the top of the mat. So this drill is going to help that. Regrounding in your down dog, moving the block back. Right, depending on your flexibility, it can be between the hands, in front of the hands, or behind. We're going to inhale, right leg up, and then just start to peel that hip. Maybe roll the ankle, maybe stretch. And then when you're ready, straighten it up. On the exhale, come really high on the left toes. Begin to tuck the knee, tuck the head. Come forward, tap the block with your toe, and reach back up. Now, if it felt really close, move it forward. If it felt too far, move it back. Okay, do two more on the right side. Tuck, tap, back up. And exhale to tuck, tap, and back up. Good, and then we'll just move on to the other side. So lifting left and then opening leg. Feeling that stretch in the front of the quad and the hip. And then when you're ready, inhale, reach it up. On the exhale, come really high on the toe, cat the back, make that connection, tap, and sweep it back up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale. Tap. Good. Moving the block right to the center of the mat. We're going to take 1, 2, 3 hops right over our block and conclude this warm up with the block. So inhale, both big toes roll forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, squat back. Hop over. Step back and do it 2 more times. Maybe challenge yourself, move the block a little forward. If it was too far, move it back. Inhale forward, exhale squat, lift up, hop over. And then one more time, maybe trying to land on the block. We'll see, right? Inhale forward, exhale. Landing right on the block. And then just slowly begin to come up. Top of the mat.